Hello everyone, welcome back. So in the last videos we have discussed about the traditional methods of capital budgeting. That is, we have seen how to calculate the payback period as well as the accounting rate of return. So now we will go for having the discussion of the modern techniques or non-discounted cash flow techniques of the capital budgeting, where we are having three types of techniques, that is net present value, profitability index as well as the internal rate of return. So how we'll go for accepting or rejecting a project or an asset with these techniques, we'll go for discussing about the modern techniques of capital budgeting in this video. So here is the problem. The initial investment of the asset is rupees 50,000 rupees and the discount factor is 10%. Life of the machinery is 5 years and cash flows generated by the machine are given are follows. That is, so the lifetime of is 5 years. So the cash flows generated from first year to 5th year they are given, and also they are giving the information of present values at 10% discount rate. So as we discussed, so the difference between traditional methods and modern methods of capital budgeting is, traditional methods they will not go for considering the time value of money, and modern methods we will consider the time value of money in the calculation. So here whatever the cash inflows we are having, for these cash inflows we will go for having the calculation of present values, and the present values will be taken from the present value of annuity table. We will be having separate table which is called as present value table. So whatever the discount factor or cost of capital provided in the problem, so at this rate for every year, so the cash inflows generated for each year will go for taking the present value from the table. So for the first year at the 10% of rate, the value will be 0.909, second year 0.826, third year 0.751, fourth year 0.683, fifth year 0.620. Like this we will be having values in the present value table. So based on the rate and the number of years, we will go for taking the present value tables. This is what the information they have provided. Now we have to say whether to accept the machine or not. That we have to say from the modern methods. So in modern methods of capital budgeting, the first method is the net present value method. So this is the first method of capital budgeting under modern methods. In short form we will write it as the NPV. So that is the first method. So the formula for calculation of NPV is present value of cash inflows. So here cash inflows is nothing but the annual inflows whatever we are getting, they are said as the cash inflows minus present value of cash outflows. So cash outflows is nothing but the initial investment what we are making. So present value of cash inflows minus present value of cash outflows will give you the value of NPV. So here present value of cash outflow will directly we will take it as the initial investment, but present value of cash inflows we have to go for having the calculation. So means first you have to go for calculating the present value of cash inflows, then from that amount if you deduct present value of cash outflow, that is initial investment, then you will get the value of NPV. Based on the value which you are getting for NPV, we will decide whether the machine should be accepted or rejected. So let us go for calculating the present value of cash inflows. So write down the years as usual and the cash inflows given, and write down the PV factors. So PV factor is nothing but the values which we have taken from the present value table. So and present value of cash inflows. So these four things you should require for the calculation of the present value of cash inflows. So we are having 5 years. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So first year cash inflow is 10,000. Second year we are having 25,000. And the third year we are having 40,000. Fourth year we are having 30,000. And the fifth year we are having 20,000. So now we have written the years and as usual the cash inflows. Now under PV factor write down the PV present value table values. So first year 0.909, second year 0.826, third year 0.751, fourth year 0.683, and the fifth year 0.620. Now, if you multiply present value factor with the cash inflows, then you will get the present value of cash inflow. So go for making the multiplication of cash inflows into PV factor. So now if you multiply cash inflows with the PV factor, you will get the present value of cash inflows. So 10,000 into 0.909, you will get 9,090 rupees. 25,000 0.820, 20,000 650 you will get the value. And now 40,000 into 0.751, 30,040, and next 30,000 into 0.680, 20,490, and 20,000 into 620 you will get 12,400. So now we got the present value of cash inflows. So now make the addition of all the present value of cash inflows. So you'll get the 92,670. So now this will be called as the present value of cash inflows. Present value of cash inflows. So this is how we'll go for having the calculation of present value of cash inflows. So first write down the years and cash inflows that are given in the problem. So take the present value table from the values PV factors and multiply cash inflow with the PV factor. You will get the PV or present value of cash inflows. Add all those things, you will get the present value of cash inflow. So now we got the present value of cash inflows, and present value of cash outflow is nothing but initial investment. So both we are having. So we'll go for having the calculation of NPV. So NPV is present value of cash inflows, that is 92,760 minus present value of cash outflows is nothing but initial investment, which is 50,000. So you will get NPV value as the 42,760. So this is how we will go for having the calculation of NPV. So now we have to suggest whether the machine should be accepted or rejected by the company. So now we are having certain criteria for the acceptance and rejectance rules for the net present value. So what are those rules means? If the NPV value is positive or the NPV value is 0, then we will go for accepting the project. And if the NPV value is negative, then we will go for rejecting the project. But in case of this problem, the NPV value whatever you are getting is positive. So we can accept the mission. So we can write the narration as, so according to net present value method of capital budgeting, the calculated net present value is positive. So the machine can be accepted by the company. So like that you can go for writing the conclusion. So this is the first method of traditional modern capital budgeting techniques, that is net present value. This is how we will go for having the calculation. So we will see the next method. Second method of modern technique of capital budgeting is profitability index. So here also we will go for having the consideration of present value of cash inflows as well as the present value of cash outflows. The formula which we will use for a calculation of profitability index is present value of cash inflows divided by present value of cash outflows. So here we know that the present value of cash outflows is nothing but our initial investment, that we are no need to calculate again. So but we require present value of cash inflows. Already in the calculation of net present value, we have calculated the present value of cash inflows. So now directly I am going to apply the values. So present value of cash inflows we got in the previous calculation is 92,670 divided by present value of cash outflows is nothing but initial investment, which is 50,000 rupees. So now 92,670 divided by 50,000. So you will get it as the 2.17. So that is the profitability index. So it is the ratio of present value of cash inflows to the present value of cash outflows. In this way, we will go for having the calculation of profitability index. Again, here also for the profitability index also, we are having certain criteria for selecting and rejecting the assets or project. So what are those criteria? If the profitability index is more than or equal to 1, then we can accept the project. And if the profitability index is less than to 1, then we will go for rejecting the project. That means whatever the profitability index we are calculating, this should be more than 1 or it should be equal to 1. Then we can accept the project or any type of assets. If the calculated value is less than 1, then we cannot go for accepting the project according to the profitability index method. So now, here our calculation of profitability index is 2.17. It is more than 1. So we can write the narration as according to profitability index method, the calculated value is more than 1. So therefore we can accept the machine. So like this we can write the narration for the or interpretation for the any type of method. So this is the second modern method of capital budgeting. So let us see the third method, that is internal rate of return. So the third method of modern techniques of capital budgeting is internal rate of return. So the formula for calculation of internal rate of return is L plus P1 minus Q divided by P1 minus P2 into D, where L stands for the lower rate of return or lower discount rate or lower cost of capital. P1 stands for present values at lower rate minus Q stands for initial investment divided by P1 again present values at lower rate minus P2 is present values at higher rate, and D stands for difference in the discount rates. Means in the calculation of internal rate of return, we require two types of rates, that is P1, P2. We have to calculate present values at two different rates. So, but in the problem we are having only one discount factor or one discount rate they are given. So means first whatever the discount factor or discount rate they are given, with this discount rate we have to calculate the NPV value. So if the calculated NPV is positive, then we have to reduce the discount rate to 8% or to 7% until the NPV becomes negative. So at the rate where the NPV becomes negative, that will be considered as the another discount rate. So those negative value and positive value given rate, those will be having two types of rates here. So at 10% rate of discount factor, we got the NPV value as negative. So I have increased this 10% to 20%. Then also I got the value of NPV as positive. Then I increased it to 25% by taking the present values. Then also I got the positive value. At last I was tried with the 30%. So the present values of 30% is 0.769, 0.591, 0.455, 0.350, 0.269. If I multiply cash flows with these PV factors, I am getting the present value of cash inflows. So the present value of cash inflows at 30% rate of discount rate is also 56,445. Now the NPV will be present value of cash inflows, that is 56,545 minus initial investment is 50,000. So you will get the positive value of 6,545 at NPV at 30% rate of discount also. So I have tried with the 10%, 15, 20%, 25% and 30%. Even at 30% rate of discount rate, I am getting the NPV as the positive value. So I am stopping the increasing of discount factor to till now. Normally we will get by increasing 2 times the discount rate, we have to get the negative value, but here 10 to 20%, 25% and 30%. Even third time also I am getting the positive value. So I will stop here and I will take this as the higher rate and 10% as the lower rate. So the NPV value is 6545. So now we have seen the calculation of net present value at different rates of discount factors. So the lower rate at which we have calculated NPV is 10% and the higher rate at which we have calculated NPV is 30%. So the present value of cash inflow at lower rate is 92,670. Present value of cash inflows at higher rate is 6,545. Sorry, 56,545. And now Q is initial investment 50,000 and D is the difference in rates, higher rate minus lower rate, that is 20%, 30% minus 20%. So apply the values in the calculation of IRR. L for lower percentage 10 plus P1 is the present value of cash inflows at a lower rate minus Q is the initial investment 50,000 divided by, so P1 again 92,670, P2 is present value at a higher rate 56,545, so into 20, that is difference is 20%. So now 10 plus 42,670 divided by, so here it is 56,545. So 92,670 minus 56,545. So it will become, so 6 minus 2, 1, 12 minus 6, 8 minus, so that will become 36,125 into 20. So now 10 plus, so 42,670 divided by 36,125. So now 42,670 divided by 36,125, that will give you the value of 1.1811. So 1.1811 into 20, you will get 23.62. So 10 plus 23.62, you will get the 33.62. So this is the value of IRR. So here in the calculation of IRR, you should remember that you should have two times you have to go for calculating the NPV. That is, first whatever the rate they have given in the problem, with that rate you have to calculate the NPV value. So if the calculated NPV is positive, increase the rate and go for having calculation of NPV until you get positive negative value. If the calculated NPV is negative, then decrease the rate until you get the positive value. Then consider the highest value and lowest value and then apply the values in this formula. You will get the value of IRR. Again, in case of IRR also, you should go for having the acceptance and rejection criteria. So how we will go for having the acceptance and rejection criteria means, if IRR, the calculated IRR is more than the given cost of capital or discount rate, then we will accept the project. And if the calculated IRR is less than the cost of capital or discount factor, then we will go for rejecting the project. In this problem, the calculated IRR is 33.62 and the discount factor given is 10%. So obviously we will go for accepting the machine because the calculated IRR is more than the discounted factor. So this is how we will go for having the calculation of NPV, profitability index and internal rate of return. So that is the modern techniques of capital budgeting. So hope everyone is clear about the modern techniques of capital budgeting. So thank you.